What up, YouTube? Bro Farm back for another video on this beautiful day. And happy Father's Day to all the fathers. My family asked me, what do you want to do for Father's Day? Work in the garden, baby. Pulling some of these old plants out. Fall planting is probably 2 months away. So if it ain't doing it, I'm getting rid of it.
From the dirt, I'm a self-made man. Broke farmer, yeah, that's me. Hey. Real wealth is in the dirt, come see. Whoa. And in their cousins, we.
All right, so this is the first bed we're gonna start with. The squash table back there, gone to the upper room. All I want to say right here is this Swiss chard right here in the middle. Everything else covered with grass. We're gonna get all this grass out. The bean plants gone, so we're gonna cut them or pull them out, and we're gonna put them right back in there. Dig it into the soil or something, or I might just cut it at the base and put the rest of the bean plant in the compost bin, because it is good for nitrogen in these beans, but these fava beans are done. I kind of want to pull the onions out, but I know they ain't ready. But I got to get my bed ready for the fall, y'all. I can't wait till the fall to get ready for the fall. So we gonna figure out these and more important things in the garden, baby. All right, I ain't no need to keep talking about it. Let's do it. Now, like I was saying, these are the fava bean plants, and I'm gonna feed it back to my soil. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna pull them out and then work them into the bed. But all those nodules right there supposed to have nitrogen in it, and we want to feed the soil. So we're gonna get them out, but we're gonna put them back in. I just need to know where the weeds at. And this used to be a squash plant. Shouts out to the vine board for doing your thing every year and staying consistent. Yeah, and I'm not putting that in the compost. I don't want the same bugs I had last year back in there. If new bugs come, new bugs come. Bunch of weeds. Thought that was Swiss chard. That's a weed, baby. All right, so another casualty of the vine borer, I think, or either just died out. It don't, yeah, probably one of the vine borers just died out. Squash plant gone. Now these onions ain't ready to pull, so I'm gonna leave them in the front. Look at that. Look at all that. Those more than bean plant. Get these beans out of here. And my idea is to just chop them up real good and feed them back to the soil. Now, y'all ain't gotta watch this whole thing. Y'all know how I do it. I just want to show you what I'm gonna start doing, and then we're gonna get into it. All right. All right then. All right. So that's all the chopped up fava beans. So I'm just feeding out the nitrogen. You see all them roller polars and everything back there, all the bugs. So that'll feed the roller polars. That'll keep them off my plant. All right. So now I'm gonna put a little magic on it, a little garden magic. All right. So now I'm gonna go back with a little azomite granular fertilizer. If you wonder what the ratio is, about that much all over. So I'm not even gonna mix that into the soil, because I'm gonna come back with the cheapest compost in the world, and I'm gonna put it on there, baby. Now, I got a little 5-gallon bucket, and I'm just gonna scoop out. But to keep it a buck, don't look that bad. And I'm gonna cover all that fertilizer. That's all I'm gonna do. Because I got about another month before my collard greens ready in my hydroponic system, and I'm gonna start putting them out. But they give it time for all them bean plants to start breaking down and that fertilizer to be ready to be used by the plant. That fertilizer take a month or two to break down, so it does me no good to put it in with no plants. So get that ready, and I'm gonna end up just pouring in now. There we go, y'all. And she ready for fall planting. No more summer crops to go in here. I get my onions out, and then I leave my Swiss chard to keep growing. And I got one squash left over there that's still squashing. I'm gonna leave that alone. I can just cut that at the base and won't mess my bed up. What y'all think? Now, this is my sweetheart cherry. Now, it's been decimated by hornworms, a lot of rain. Now, what I can do is I can take all the fruit off that ain't split or bit by hornworms and then fertilize it and keep it growing. Hell no. I'm finna pull this out, rejuvenate that pot, and probably plant some tatsoi or something in a little closer to fall. All right, same formula. And I took my little weevil tool, broke up the roots. I didn't take the roots out. Granular fertilizer, compost. That's all you gotta do. Bed rejuvenated or pot rejuvenated. And then I got probably a month and a half to 2 months before I start planting my fall crops. So that give it time for this roots and everything to break down. For really big roots, I'll pull them out because they're gonna take a long time to break down. Yeah, throw them away. And she ready to plant. Don't wait till the last minute to get your beds ready now. All right, so you see these tomatoes? These are stretch marks. That means it was getting so much water, the skin couldn't grow fast enough, and they turned this stretch mark. I call it stretch marks. I don't know the proper term, but it's just like when humans get stretch marks. My bad. I'm sorry. All right, so this is another cherry variety. This is it's named the large cherry tomato, but that's how big it is. I'll never grow this again. Matter of fact, I'm finna pull these out. I can't keep playing with stuff. Don't care how good it's growing. If I don't like the taste, which I don't, and it's small as hell, no benefit to keep feeding it. And to everybody who's saying, grow basil around your tomatoes, it'll keep the hornworms off. It won't. It will not. Now y'all see that big basil bush right there? That's the basil. This is what a tomato hornworm ate a hole in this joker. Yeah, so don't believe everything they say. Basil will not keep hornworms away. I got basil over there. I got like 4 huge basil plants. I'm saying. All right, look at this tomato out. I got tomato coming all the way over here. Cut that one off. If it ain't growing or you don't like how it tastes, why in the hell do you keep feeding it? I know somebody gonna say, wasn't nothing wrong with that tomato plant. Yeah, well, false advertising, and I didn't like the taste. I think I didn't like the taste because I felt like I got robbed or gypped a little bit. Shouts out to Baker Creek. I'll be sending y'all an email on that one though. But I'm gonna leave everything there for now. Speaking of this basil, all these flowers, I ain't ready for it to flower yet. Now I know people say cut them at a node, make sure it grow back. Nah, we ain't got time for all that. We're just gonna take off the top, baby. A little off the side. Now after that little haircut, if it die, it wasn't meant to be. It was not meant to be. And that's how we're gonna do all of them. Yep. A little haircut there and there. A little something off the edges. Oh, you got one in the back. That one down. Let's take it off too. Everybody's so scared of killing an annual plant. It's gonna die, y'all. It's gonna die. I don't care what you do to an annual plant, gonna die. Let's just take it off. We don't want the flower. We're gonna cut the flowers off. And we're gonna do the one in the back. And yeah, it got bees on it. I don't care. We're gonna get this garden ready for fall one way or the other. One way or the other. I don't care these bees buzzing. This is my garden bee. Find something, go over them citrus trees, bee. Why y'all worry about this basil right here? I got this. Now, they say basil by your tomato gonna kill everything, right? Or deter the pest. So let's see. Let's see. All right. Let me get this right here too. All right, no flowers on the basil. Moving on. All right, all these wild tomato plants. Guess what? I'm still getting wild tomatoes. Putting that out there. Still getting big tomatoes, no whammy. As soon as they blushing, I'm getting them. I'm getting them. Yeah, that tomato light skin. Don't worry about it. Now, I was waiting on these bell peppers to get all the way red. But what I noticed, getting sun scald on them. So let's go and get these off. We can cut that off. It was almost red. I bet it got a sweeter flavor than the normal green, because the red bell, see what I'm saying? Wait for them to get ready. They've been on there about a month. That's my fault. My fault. So get that to the land. All right. These look good here though. And I don't think they will finish turning red on the inside. But yeah, that's my red bell pepper experiment. Let's get these two. Now I don't harvest so much, I just stopped videoing harvest. All these lemon blush tomatoes, some kind of oranges tomato, that's delicious. The bell pepper we picked together, funny shaped cucumber. And I'm gonna start freezing. Well, since I took the bush down, I keep that for fresh eating. Some of these tomatoes I'm gonna freeze, and I don't know. Y'all tell me what to do with them after I freeze them. And somebody gonna say, bro, you still had time to grow. Why you pull them out? Because I told you I was doing succession plan. That's another tomato there, another tomato there, and another tomato there. I forget what these are. I think these fall vegetables. I don't know. And somehow I got a light-skinned eggplant. If I can get it off. Yeah. Light-skinned eggplant. Supposed to be Black Beauty. But she's still flowering. Boy, this bee. Bee, get on. Can we get some more eggplant? I'm gonna pick these kind of small. I know they will get way bigger. Hold on, let me get, I got my snips. Let's get that eggplant, got a little size on it. Let's get this eggplant, it got a little size on it. All right, let's put everything together. All right, so that's the rest of the harvest eggplants. I forgot my bell peppers I had over there. Yeah, that's a nice harvest. Now I don't know who need to hear this, but if them plants starting to die, let them go to the upper room. That don't mean put more fertilizer on them and hope they make it through the summer. You're supposed to be succession planting anyway, which means you got your next crop ready to plant out when that plant die. That don't mean baby that plant, nurse that plant. I mean get that plant the hell up out of there. That's all I'm saying in this video. When it's time for a plant to go, let it go. Plus, we got fall coming up, probably 3 months, and then it's fall. If you ain't amended your bed, had your beds ready, then you ain't gonna be ready for fall. And you ain't gonna be able to get them collard green, mustard green, turnip green, broccoli, tat soy, and all that wonderful stuff that you can only grow in the fall, plus cabbage. So do what you want to do, but I'm always getting ready for the next season. Fall will be here before you know it. Get out there and goddamn check on them plants.